Psych! Not Brennan. Uh-oh. Are we good? Okay. I think we're okay. Yes, it was a surprise. Haha, it's me. Um, yeah, what's up? Sorry about my mess in the background. Audio, video, good. Good, good, good. Let me go back and chat. Oh, scroll. Actually, I'm going to do it from my phone because this is my old phone and it's really, really slow. Let me scroll down on this. Brennan, you shaved, right? All right, let me go back on here. So we got Rob's Aquarium Room. What's up? Got Zen. Aquariums maintained by Andy. What's up? Bunny Viper. Me. Hello, me. Then we got Chris's Aqua Zone. Hello, hello. I can't read tonight. Dee Dee. Hello, Miss Dee Dee. Oops. Bunny Viper again. Hello, hello. Scotty Aquati. Then we got Ian. Hello, hello. Would you? Oh, geez. The dog caught my. What are you eating? Anyway. Well, that was a surprise, right? Surprise, it's Gina. It's me. Oh gosh, I'm not even saying hi. Peplin, what's up? Hello, Peplin. Should have some more people coming in. She's a salty surprise, all right. Thank you. Think that's about it. And a little spicy too. Thank you, Dee Dee. All right. So, Brennan had a very exhausting day, so I offered to go ahead and do the stream for him.
She's lying.
That was so creepy. Oh my god. Anyway, he's actually backstage. And I'm not lying, you are tired. And I did offer to come up and do this stream for you. So I lied in no such way. Nothing I said was a lie. Ian says, LOL, what the fuck? So Brennan's very tired. He had a very rough day at work. So I offered to come up. We can still talk saltwater. Yeah, he's here. He's away. And Dee Dee says, what was that? Brennan's being a creep.
Yeah, it's been a weird. I was sitting here. I just had her on the solo layout, and then just sat here listening the whole time and cut in when I felt necessary.
Yeah. He's lurking on his own stream.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can still talk saltwater. I think Brennan was wanting to talk about filtration, but we can talk about anything. I did want to ask chat about our project tanks, mine and specifically. I had the idea today while shopping for corals at work, stuff to order. What if I did either just to challenge myself a little bit with it? That was creepy and cool.
It was. That was the point. That was the effect I was going for. You know what I mean? Yeah. No.
I want to kind of challenge myself with this tank. Besides trying to keep it simple and cheap, and this is kind of going in that opposite way, but I want to have fun with it. Either with the corals that I add, either doing a monochromatic tank, so meaning I pick one color and all the corals have to be that color, Or do, you know, have a rainbow tank, but every coral has to be a different color. I can't have more than one color in the tank. So I kind of want to challenge myself that way. So I wanted to leave it up to chat. What do you guys think? Monochromatic or rainbow? And Brennan, can you make a poll? I can't do it.
What?
You have to make a poll.
This is bullshit.
I told you. I can't do it. Unless you want to give me your Google login. I can log into your account on YouTube. What are the colors for? So the corals that I'm going to add to my 20-gallon cheap saltwater tank, I want to kind of challenge myself and either do a monochromatic tank, so like all green, all yellow, all like pick one color and all the corals have to be that color, or a rainbow where every coral has to be a different color of like the rainbow. So there can only be one red coral, there can only be one yellow coral, there can only be one green. But yeah, green could be easy. But if I choose that, if it is going to be monochromatic, like everything has to fluoresce, like bright that color, which is kind of going opposite.
What you could do is, like, if they don't choose rainbow, have everybody throw out different colors, pick 4 different colors, and run a poll on those 4 colors.
Yeah, if chat picks monochromatic, that was going to be the next poll, was to pick what color. Because I can't decide. Gina say, Josh is beautiful. Who's Josh?
The easiest would be one big brown tank.
Right, I know. Yeah. It'd be the cheapest too. That would be the cheapest way to do it.
It's a lot harder to find variety of the same color.
It is. So, and like I said, everything would need to fluoresce. So, not every green coral fluoresces at night. Or it could be green in the white light and fluoresce a different color.
Yep.
Yeah. And who's to say that we're choosing green? We could choose red, which is a little bit more challenging. We could choose yellow, which is definitely more challenging. And I'm thinking I want this to be a dwarf seahorse tank. Smarty pants, Brennan. What about a single coral species tank? Not with the seahorses. Because I can't have all hitching corals. And sponges and everything. It would just be sticks everywhere. Which they would love, but aesthetically. Then hot pink for the seahorses. Well, the seahorses, we'll see what's available. And the color seahorse I choose will also depend on what we decide tonight for the corals. Surf City, what's up? Lonnie, what's up? Seahorses are my bucket list salt. Yep. Zen, that's kind of why I'm choosing them, is because a lot of people have been gushing about seahorses lately. So, content. I'll do it. I'll sacrifice myself for y'all to show you it's easy.
Pretty simple to care for.
Yep, low flow, so that's perfect for a simple saltwater tank.
Most of them require live feed, and a lot of us already have larger fish rooms that feed frozen brine and stuff like that, which they eat. So, problem solved there as well, usually. Lady Diane, how's it going?
Lady Diane.
Crown tail.
Oh, you did make the poll. Okay, thank you. We'll let it up for, what, 10, 15 minutes? Let everybody decide?
Well, so far, Rainbow is in the lead with 53%, one color with 47%. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
Oh, I think my phone froze.
What size tank did you say?
20 gallon. So the rainbow would work because what are there? How many colors are in the rainbow? Anyway, however many colors are in the rainbow, that should be like the perfect amount of corals to add to a 20 gallon.
There's 8. Maybe?
I don't remember. ABC! I used to breed dwarf seahorses. Nice!
They're pretty fun. They're interesting to watch spew babies.
Fish, critter, what are they? LOL. What, seahorses? They're a fish.
Seahorses are great. And they're always coral friendly. Like, most of the time you have to worry about your corals harming them more than you do your fucking seahorses.
Yep. Yeah, we just had a Welsey yesterday that we noticed. All the meat almost looks like it's being torn. We're like, what the hell? It's been here for months. Like, what the hell is its problem? Like, what? There has to be something doing to it. So we're thinking, like, we're going through a list. Like, did somebody drop something on it to tear the flesh? No, because there's nothing else. Like, this is one of the biggest corals in the tank, and nothing else has moved. So then we thought maybe something else was stinging it, but again, nothing else has moved. Like, nothing's gotten bigger, nothing's gotten closer to it. Like, so then we're wondering if the emerald crabs are maybe tearing at it. Like, they ate all the bubble algae, now they're might be going after, because it was the only one that was on the sand bed. All the other ones are lifted up on PVC pipes. So maybe it's the emerald crabs going after it. So we isolated it. We moved it to a different system with no other coral in it.
Yeah, put his little bitch ass in prison.
Right. Let it recover. And then we started taking emerald crabs out of that tank. So I don't know. Something weird's going on in that tank.
Fucking emerald crabs. I hate emerald crabs.
Yeah.
Little assholes.
Only if they don't have enough food. Seahorses kind of freak me out. I don't know what it is.
Then you got like shrimp, like fucking Ian's pistol shrimp.
Or my freaking fire shrimp that I try to feed my corals and they jump on it and start pulling the food out of its feeding polyps. I'm like, stop! It's not for you.
Ian's likes to walk up and grab his gobies caudal fin and yank him underneath the rocks.
Didn't he say he did that with zoas too?
Yeah.
He's ripping zoas off the rocks and dragging them into his den. Yeah. That would piss me off so bad. I'd be like, yeet, get him out. If it becomes a tie, you have to do 2 tanks. Oh my god. I could split it half and half. No, I'm not going to do that. That's not a big enough tank to do that in.
Rainbows are still in the lead. They just jumped up a little further, too. 55 to 45.
Does it say how many people have voted total?
Fire shrimp. Yes. Not as pistol shrimp, as fire shrimp.
Salty language is very foreign. Yes. Gina, my fire shrimp, does that too. Yeah, they do it at my work too. Crypt Keeper, what's up?
Lady Diane, this is why this is called a salty surprise.
Yes.
Right in your face. Shake your fucking head.
And do what I want. Hey, Gina, did your husband go to Triple Crown? No, he did not. He stayed home with our son. He really wants to go to the next event, though. The next one that I go to. He wants to tag along. I was by myself. I know. Yeah, no, I went by myself. I was a big girl, went ball by myself.
We're back up to 50-50.
I didn't even look at what the poll said.
What color corals? One color or rainbow? My clown trigger has started eating salad.
Weird. I know sometimes we'll, in the big display tank up front, we'll hold seaweed sheets for the tangs and the angelfish, and sometimes the triggers get curious and they come up and we'll take like a bite and they're just like, "Ugh, this is not for me," and then they swim away.
Picky bastards.
Sometimes the puffers will come up and eat from it too. And you have to be really careful with Captain Puff, the Stars and Stripes, because he's a little dumb and sometimes he misses. And he's the biggest one in the tank, so he'll take a chunk out of your finger.
I had a puffer. I'd feed him with a clip, and I had some wrasses and stuff in there that would eat off the algae sheet that I put in. But every now and then that puffer would come up and suck in that whole goddamn sheet.
Yep. Just a bunch of Aiptasia in between the zoolip polyps now. Aww. That sucks.
Of course the bastard won't eat the fucking Aiptasia.
Of course not. That's the problem with having peppermint shrimps in your tank, is that yes, they technically will eat Aiptasia, but only if you starve them. Only if that's their only food. So at work, we have a tank with just peppermint shrimp, so we actually don't give them food. We are always putting like small rocks and frags that get Aiptasia in them. We put them in, like, that's our like Aiptasia cleaning tank. Because we can't totally eradicate Aiptasia in the store because we're breeding Bergias. So, yeah.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
I really want to get some Blue Dragon nudibranchs, but
Nudies.
I need some Man of Wars to feed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to breed Man of War jellyfish?
It would be interesting. That would be really interesting.
Yeah.
It's actually piqued my interest a little bit there.
There you go.
Man, how often would I get stung?
Lady Diane, you're so sweet. I hope you feel better. I know she's not feeling good.
Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon.
If you need me to run anything to your house, I can run it over to you. Just let me know. Text me.
Well.
How long? Wait, hold on. How long has it been?
Good 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. What's in the lead? I didn't actually vote because
it's still a tie.
I can't decide.
It's still a tie.
Oh, fun. Great. Oh, it was 12 minutes. It's been 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah, 12 minutes. That was close enough. I had to watch that Lightyear movie again last night. It's so good.
I started to watch it and I fell asleep on the couch. So I need to rewatch it.
Asshole.
No, it didn't put me to sleep. I was just tired and I happened to fall asleep.
Shows me 28 votes, Mark. Oh, well, now it changed on me. It's 57 to 43 now.
Got 2 more minutes.
Sometimes I nap to Rico's voice.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I fall asleep to my own voice doing my own videos and stuff like that, or working on this video I've been working on? Yeah, I fall
No.
asleep to my own voice sitting here at my desk.
That's also that chair.
Yeah, this chair gets me.
I need to do more videos.
I just need to finish the one that I've been working on for months now.
I freaking forgot my tripod phone holder adapter, so no polyfill spray out short until next week. I would nap to Rico's voice, but oh well, he does. Well, no, he doesn't do the Thursday night streams anymore. He streams during the day when I'm at work. I can't take a nap. You literally bore yourself to sleep, Brennan, Zen asks.
Do you need too much inflection, Misfit? Much better. Yeah, I bore myself to sleep. Fuck yeah, I do. Or maybe it's my smooth radio voice. I don't know. I don't know. I like to think the latter, but
most people hate the sound of their own voice.
I hate the sound of my own voice too, but I mean, it's not that bad.
Except for your one short where you're baby talking your clown loach and you don't sound like you.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. It's my baby.
Just keep talking. Well, you told us to talk. We don't know what to talk about.
Yeah, keep me talking.
A Zoa rainbow would be nice. Yeah, I plan on using Zoas as like the filler. If I can't find a certain color coral, there's that color in Zoas. Zoas are going to be easy to find most colors in.
Yeah. I've fallen asleep during a few streams, not gonna lie. I've almost fallen asleep on my own streams live in front of you guys a couple of times.
I've nodded off a few times. Mostly on game night streams.
How's your shrimp doing? They're doing good.
Oh yeah, the ones you got at the Crown.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. I haven't lost any of them.
Good. I still need to change out the wood. I'm probably going to pull the dwarf lilies out of my shrimp tank because they're going nuts. Probably some of the pearl weed already. Give them to Queen. She's still got a decent amount of duckweed in there. I don't think she has a taste for duckweed.
I've never really fed her duckweed. Mostly like Java moss.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
She was nipping at it when I first put her in the tank. The first day or so, she was going after it, but she was more like chewing on it and then spitting it out.
Yeah. Oh, and just so everybody's aware, because I forgot to mention before, Gina's running this show tonight. I'm just here for the ride.
Yep.
Y'all are lucky you even got this tonight.
So I don't know anything about saltwater yet. What is Aiptasia? So Aiptasia is a pest anemone. Very, very invasive, very fast growing. Yeah, it's a pest and only certain things get rid of it. Some fish or snails eat it. Or you can use like a coating to kind of snuff it out, like how you would with like a wart or something. Danikin, what's up?
Hey.
Garcia, what's up? I don't remember if I said hi to Garcia or not. But it's very unique in that it releases spores. Other anemones usually multiply by splitting. Aptasias can too. So if you try to cover it up and one little piece of it is still exposed, it can still regrow another aptasia. Or if you try to cut them or slice them or anything, try to pull them off the rock. If any tendrils land anywhere, it can grow another aptasia. But mostly, when you poke it and it recedes, it will give off spores, and it will repopulate that way. So very, very fast growing, very invasive. The problem with it is that if they grow next to a coral that's non-aggressive, it can sting it and end up killing that coral. So they take over real estate so that nothing else can go there. I actually have one at the base of my green slimer stony coral, and you can tell because it's only encrusting one way because the aptasia is on its other side and it can't grow that way. Are there some snails that will eat aptasia? Snails? No. There are nudibranchs called Bergia nudibranchs that only eat aptasia. So if you have a very large infestation, that's usually what we recommend, is to do go on the long haul and get a pair or 2 pairs of the Bergia nudibranchs and start essentially colonizing those in your tank. They lay eggs pretty quickly, but it takes about 2 months between hatching and those baby Bergias going through like their larval phase. It takes about 2 months before you'll start seeing more nudibranchs. But they lay eggs by the thousands, so once you start seeing babies, you'll start seeing thousands of babies. And also the problem is that a lot of fish like the nudibranch eggs, so you have to make sure you have a lot of rock work, little crevices that they can lay the eggs in so the fish can't get to them. Mr. Gromby, hello, hello. Oh yeah, I guess, did you end up closing the poll?
Yeah.
Was it rainbow?
Yep.
Yay! Guess I'll do a rainbow. Sounds good. No need for a second poll then.
Yeah, there is.
Why? Why do we need a second poll?
For me.
Oh. I'm excited now. Now I can start making a list and start shopping for corals. Poll the audience. Yes. I can't make a decision, so y'all are going to make the decision. Single rainbow or a double? Single rainbow. There's not enough space for a double rainbow. If it was a larger tank, I could. But it's only a 20 long, so. Vibes, what's up? Oh, is Only Oscars here? Did I miss Only Oscars?
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, June. Vibe says he just finished doing water changes. Very nice, very nice. Gina, ever have a mantis shrimp or any other saltwater shrimp? We have mantis shrimps at work. I have not had any personally. I have a fire shrimp and 2 peppermint shrimp in my reef tank right now. The fire shrimp is like a kind of a type of cleaner shrimp, but not in the way most people think. They don't clean the reef, they clean the fish. So the fish will come up to it and kind of go like at a 45-degree angle and kind of flare out their gills, and then the shrimp will jump on their side and start cleaning like in their gills or their fins. If they have any ick or any parasites on them, they'll pick them off and eat them. And then the peppermint shrimp are kind of more of like a reef part of your cleanup crew. They'll eat any leftover food or pick at little things on the reef. But no, we have a mantis shrimp at work. We actually had 2 at one point. We had a peacock and a regular. Now we're just down to the regular. How much do dwarf seahorses cost? If that's not rude, that's not rude. It depends on the species that you get. Obviously, the more flamboyant ones are going to be more expensive. Oh, you do have the poll up. Yeah, no, they're cool. They're really reclusive. I actually find that peacock mantises tend to be a little bit more outgoing than the regular mantis. But yeah. What size tank are you doing again, Brennan?
55.
55.
Can't decide if I want to do like a predator tank or a reef tank.
The fire shrimp clean my fish? Yes, they're just like the skunk cleaner fish. Or cleaner shrimp, sorry. Yep, but they're just red. Yeah, you never stuck your hands in there and had them jump on your hand and start cleaning you? That's what they're doing. Mine hangs out in the arch in the bottom, one of the bottom arches, and I call it the car wash because the fish will swim in, and then the shrimp will clean them, and then they swim out the other way, just like a car wash.
And sharks do the same thing. It cracks me up seeing like the larger like fish swim up to full blown ass sharks, just munching on all the parasites and stuff on them.
Yep. What was I gonna say? Oh, the shrimp will do it to eels also. The eel will kind of just hold its mouth open, and you'll see the shrimp in there cleaning all the bits in their teeth and everything.
Too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. Do you know if any of the saltwater shrimps breed in captivity? Yeah.
A lot of them do. Most of them do.
Mm-hmm. Just like freshwater, they hold the eggs in their little flappy flaps. I don't know what they're called.
But finding stuff that does not predate on those fry is another story.
Yep.
Or the shrimplets, or whatever you want to call them. I am tired as shit, Grumpy.
He is. Snapple fact number 1519. Octopuses think with their tentacles. Yes, they do. Fish spa. Yep. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Vibes, for posting links.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even look. I meant to look up prices for dwarf seahorses.
Cheapest I've normally seen. I haven't really seen any cheaper than $25. Unless you know somebody.
Right.
The most expensive I've seen though is close to $800 or $900.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it really just depends on what species in particular that you're trying to get.
Yeah, so this one from Seahorse Savvy, you can get 6 dwarf seahorses for $180.
That's a good price.
Or a single dwarf seahorse captive bred is $50. or you can get a pair for 80.
A 6-pack's a good deal.
Yeah. 4 for 120.
They do
That's the
better
other
in
thing I have to
groups.
decide. Yeah, that's the other thing I need to decide is how many.
Yeah. 5 or 6 is a good solid starting number, I feel.
Right. Yep. So
$180 isn't really too bad either,
Yeah,
considering
so
what
you can get
people.
5 for 140.
Yep, not too bad at all.
Oh, see this package. What's the difference between this pack? Oh, the other one had eggs and enrichment. This they shows another 6 dwarf seahorses for 160. They're so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like those dragon seahorses, they're close to $1,000.
Yeah. I might just end up just doing dwarf seahorses as the main livestock and then just an assortment of hermit crabs and other cleanup crew.
Does silicone go bad? I mean, yeah. Definitely
Like,
goes bad over time.
Like, does it expire? Because I'm sure it would dry out after a while.
Yeah. It dries. When it expires, it dries.
Gina looks like a pro gamer tonight with the headset. Yeah, I realize that my old phone has a auxiliary port for a headset. I'm like, duh. Why don't I just do that? This is my gaming headset, so yeah. It's a Rig. I really like it. It's nice and soft, so it doesn't shove my glasses into the side of my head. Guy from Best Buy recommended them. So what stocking you have in mind? Well, it's also kind of what we're talking about. I knew I wanted to do dwarf seahorses. I just didn't know how many. But mainly picking the coral. So it turned out I'm going to do a rainbow reef. Every coral has to be a different color. And yeah, that'll be fun. It kind of also helps me not do super expensive. If we had chosen a monochrome, and then depending on what color chat would have picked, it could have gotten really expensive.
Yeah.
Am I doing a 20 long or a 20 tall? 20 long.
Stock. I don't know what I want to do. There's like, if I do a predator tank, there's a lot of options I have there that I can do with a 55.
Yeah.
A lot. There's a lot of puffers and triggers and stuff like that I can work with.
You're still limited on size though. But there's still a lot of options. There are still dwarf lionfish and dwarf puffers and dwarf triggers. Yeah.
A lot more options than I would have with saltwater or freshwater.
Yeah. So a slow flow tank. Yes, seahorses have to have low flow.
Yeah. And pairing corals with something like that can be challenging.
That's why I'm going to do all softies.
I could do angels. There's lots of different gobies I could do. Shit.
Oh yeah, if it's a predator tank, yeah, you can do angels. You can do butterflies. Yeah.
Eels. There's so many different types of eels. Frogfish.
Dwarf triggers. What? So yes, dwarf triggers, not pygmy. So there are triggers that do stay smaller.
Lefty, how's it going?
Lefty. Sorry, I clicked on the first thing. I clicked on, and the first thing I hear is hooker dollars. What? Can I get some clarification? Because my mind lives in the gutter. Did we say hooker dollars?
Hooker dollars are good. What?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to understand. Oh, he must have misheard something, but I have no idea what he said. Like how small? Well, I think we have one at work. It's a boomerang trigger, or called a sickle.
There's some other fish that I've been looking into, like some gumdrop coral crouchers and all sorts of stuff. And those guys only get like 2 inches.
Oh, never mind. This guy
You know what
gets
I'm
10
talking
inches.
about?
Sorry, say that again?
The gumdrop coral crouchers?
No,
Nope. You never heard of a coral croucher?
Mm-mm.
Let me see if I can find a picture of one here real quick.
Hooker dollars are just coupons. I'm going to try an outdoor reef tank. I think it would just have to be a decent sized tank, though. It depends on where you live. Now, if you live in like Florida or like southern Texas, you probably could. You still have to be careful in the wintertime if it freezes, though.
That is a coral croucher.
Oh, it's still loading.
Like to hide in your corals and stuff.
Yeah.
Sit there and wait for small fish to swim by and then snatch them. Sort of like a frogfish.
Yeah. Triggers are so cute. I want a huma huma one day. We have a huma huma coming in tomorrow. I'll try to take pictures or a video of them just for you. If they send them. If he arrives alive. There's a lot of factors. We're getting pom-pom crabs in. I'm so excited.
Those guys are fun.
They're so freaking cute.
Oh, shit. Is it the barnacle blenny?
We have some of those coming in too.
Panamic.
Oh, the Panamics are cool.
Yeah, the red eyes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the orange gill plate.
It's funny, first time I pulled one out of the box, I called it a pandemic. My coworker looked at me, she's like, Panamic? And I looked at the bagging and I was like, yeah, that one. Here you go.
There's I have a carpenter wrasse, and I wanted other fish that kind of look similar, like the horizontal striping and stuff. I was also looking at like jester gobies and stuff, like the court jester gobies.
Mm-hmm.
The pink and the yellow nose with the orange lines.
Yep. Did you know that there's a filefish that mimics a Valentini puffer?
Really?
Oh my God, yeah, we saw it on the order form. It looks, I looked at it and I was like, is there it looks like a Valentini, but it's not. Like, is that like closely related? She goes, no, that's a filefish. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it's a mimic Valentini puffer. Whoop, that is not what I wanted to put. Yeah, mimic saddle puffer. And it looks just like a Valentini puffer.
Yeah.
But it's a filefish.
I really like hawkfish too.
Hawkfish are cool. He's only $18. Oh my God. He only gets 4.5 inches.
Mexicali, how's it going? Any more 2-spot blennies Edkin asks?
No, so they're also called bimaculate blennies. They have not been showing up on the order form. I still have the one in the nano display tank. But I don't want to take the last guy, and he's happy in that tank.
I'd love to get a little tank for a mandarin fish. Can you keep more than one in a tank? Never thought about it before. Certain species you can. But like the actual like mandarin goby, like most people are talking about, if you put 2 males in a tank, there's a good chance they're gonna spar.
Yep.
But you can have more than one in a tank if you have like one male and a few females, or 2 males and a good group of females, or something like that. You can get away with in a large enough tank.
And that goes for any Dragonet.
Yeah.
So your Scooter Blennies, your Ruby Red Dragonets, yeah, any of the Dragonets, that's the general rule for.
Syncharopus stellatus are nice too. They are. Trying to kill a stupid fly in my office. I feel like Mr. Bean trying to do it. That's pretty great. Steven, how's it going, man?
Steven. We get a couple like gnats and stuff at work also, and I was shopping at Aldi the other day, and they had one of those like tennis racket fly zappers, and I got real close to buying one to take to work.
Well, looks like people want to see community reef tank.
Woo! Means
Works
I can send you some like I can send you some more corals. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna make a second poll?
No.
Oh.
I didn't plan on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were gonna do like all nanos or like
kinda
medium fish.
It just depends on what medium fish it is. But I want schools of fish is kind of what I'm thinking I want to shoot for.
Yep.
What is it? I'm trying to think. What the
Some goby firefish.
No, I don't want no basic bitch shit.
Well, you can you can go expensive and get the Helfrichis.
No. It won't do either. Everybody wants those too. I was thinking stuff like what were those little purple guys that I was showing you the one night?
The tile fish? The flasher tile fish?
Oh, the chameleon flasher?
Yeah, the chameleon flasher tile fish.
Well, that would be cool too, but I was talking about the little purple transparent guys that I found. I can't remember what the hell they're called. They kind of look like the mini dart gobies.
The
Oiliops megastigma.
Gesundheit.
Those guys only get up to like an inch, maybe a little more.
Get yourself a bug assault gun. It would freak the customers out. Oh, I would have to get 3. I would have to get one for me and one for my other 2 coworkers. We would have too much fun with that.
What about seahorses? I heard they can be difficult. Is that true? Not with the equipment that we have today. Especially like pygmies and stuff like that. They're super simple to keep.
And as long as you get captive bred.
Yeah,
captive bred ones are going to be so much easier to raise than wild caught.
And what really we mean by raise is they eat better. A lot of times you can get them to eat like frozen foods. And stuff over live.
If I ever do a saltwater tank, I will have seahorses. The dwarfs are my favorite. Well, I'm going to be doing dwarf seahorses in mine. So you'll see an easy, cheap setup.
Oh, shit. Have you installed the Android app for fishfam.link?
I have
not.
Yeah,
screw all you Apple users. Yeah. No.
I'm going to do it right now. Because I keep forgetting.
I should turn that into a banner or something to keep reminding people about it. Because they forget.
Wait, I should probably just go to FishFam and there's probably a link for it.
Yeah? There's an Android app in Patreon News. I'm testing something right now that I want to see if it works for you Patreons.
Oh, I guess I need to go to Patreon, huh? Where is it? There it is.
My dog's being weird.
Fishfam.link. Well, that didn't work. Whoops, that's photos. I want the Play Store.
All right.
I don't see it.
Gina, can you keep seahorses and mandarin gobies together?
Yeah, but that's going to be a lot of copepods that you're going to be going through. A lot.
Because they both eat it.
A lot. Like, you're going to be dosing pretty much every day.
Yep. Make sure you can get
I'm not finding it. I search fishfam, fishfam.link. I can't find it.
You're just not looking hard enough.
Shut up. I didn't ask you.
I don't give a damn. Why is it acting like a zip file? Steven asks.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Choose a download folder, documents or download. Yeah, I feel like if you wanted to have a mandarin goby and seahorses in the same tank, that would have to be a tank with a sump with a good refugium. Even this, then you're still going to be dosing like crazy. Probably have a separate green water, saltwater tank and breed your own. Like have a separate tank with copepod, like just copepods, how you would with scuds. But yeah.
Right, Matt's gonna drop a URL or.
I wonder what kind of spyware I have on my phone now. It's a trap. Matt's tricking us. He's actually spying on every single. He's getting all of our information. Yeah, Matt no longer needs anyone to put their info in. He has all of our information now. Matt, there's other ways to fund a Fish Fam meetup. You don't have to sneakily get all of our information and slowly drain our bank accounts.
Matt, would you be bored to death on my phone?
I've been testing ALK daily. It drops pretty fast through the week after a water change. It will be at 11, and then by the end of the week, it's at 8. People would have a field day on my phone. So many weird pics on there, I bet. So Seachem makes a powder buffer like how they do for freshwater and stuff, but it's the reef buffer, not the marine buffer, but the reef buffer, and that will help buffer your alkalinity and your pH. Whereas the marine buffer only buffers pH. So maybe try something like that. And I add it to my RO every time I top off, because I found that just adding RO to top off throughout the week would drop my pH, because RO water pH is low. So I was thinking of adding Kalkwasser, not Kalkwasser, because that's gonna raise your pH too. You want to do soda ash to just raise your alkalinity. Because I thought about it too, and I asked my boss, I'm like, what's the difference between Kalkwasser and soda ash? And he said Kalkwasser does pH and alkalinity, and soda ash just does alkalinity, and that's what we dose with at work is soda ash. It gets warm. Be careful whenever you're mixing it. It gets warm.
Yeah.
I haven't even tested pH, but it's usually always low. Okay. Soda ash raises pH. Do you mean GH versus alkalinity? My brain just turned to mush. Brennan, do you have an explanation?
Nope, you're braining tonight. That's why I haven't even shown my face tonight.
I hate you.
Because honestly, I wasn't paying attention to half of what you're saying, so I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Cool. So in salt water, it's not really GH, it's KH that you're watching, because it's a mix of, what is it? Magnesium. It's a different chemical combination for alkalinity in salt water than it is freshwater. So you're more watching your KH rather than your GH. So yeah. Brennan doesn't have his makeup on tonight.
Nope.
Yeah, because if you look, like API has test kits, and the GH one is only for freshwater, because there's no point in checking GH in saltwater, because the salt is gonna mess with that, the GH. So you need to watch the KH. KH is purely carbonate, so yes, soda ash raises KH, but I thought you just said it raises KH. without raising pH, which confuses me. So KH is what buffers your pH. And usually when KH goes up, your pH will actually... No. Now I'm just confused. I just explained this to like 2 different people at work today, and it just left my brain. KH is what helps balance your pH. So as long as your KH is within range, it'll buffer your pH. But it's a balance. So if your KH gets too high, your pH will go down, right? Am I remembering this correctly? I'm tired. I've had a long day. Voices turn salty. Gonna have to do my sleep music club, you guys. I'm sorry, Lady Diane.
Yeah, I use All-For-Reef as well at Rain and Chauffeur mostly.
Oh my gosh, why is chat jumping so much? KH goes up, pH goes up. Oh gosh. Sorry for making you do brain stuff, Gina. Yeah, I know. Yeah. My brain can't tonight.
Heard mixed results. Just don't overuse it.
Yeah. I really like the reef buffer from Seachem. Yeah. I haven't had a problem with it. I ended up buying the marine buffer instead, that I just opened today, and it's all I have. So I'll see if there's really a big difference between the two. I'll monitor my KH or my alkalinity and my pH the next couple of days and see what happens.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of people seem to think like the All-For-Reef is like you do it with every water change, but really you don't. What you want to try to do is use it to bump your tank into the direction it needs to be. Let it correct itself and let it form its cycle on its own instead of forcing it to do that, because you're going to find you're going to have a much more stable system that way.
Yep.
And that's the only reason I say that.
I wasn't dosing the tank with the buffer. It was more to correct my RO water so it wouldn't drop my pH. Yeah. How did the second poll end? We decided that Brennan's going to do a community reef tank.
Yep. You guys are in it for the long haul too, because that's going to be almost a year process. So I hope you know that.
Yep.
Especially with mine. Well, with what she's trying to do, it's going to be like that for hers too.
Yeah, it's going to take a while. But I'm only doing softies.
Yeah, I can have fish in there within the first 3 months of me starting that tank. So that's the only plus side to all of that.
Are we going to do everything the same? Like all the chemicals are going to be the same? Like we're going to use the same brand bacteria, same like...
Probably not, because I mean I don't even do that now with all the different tanks that I care for.
Okay. I didn't know if they were going to be exactly the same, like mirror to mirror.
We could try, but it'll cost a little more to do it side by side like that.
Maybe.
No, it would, because I'd have to go out and buy a whole bunch of different stuff probably.
Or I just buy the same as what you use. Can you inject CO2 to make corals grow faster? No, because they don't absorb CO2. They are animals, not plants.
Yep. They need proteins.
Yes. And calcium and light and yeah. Either copepods or phytoplankton or actual meaty foods like brine shrimp or mysis shrimp, depending on the coral.
And hell, there's even some corals that catch fish and eat.
Could you use freshwater sponge gunk to seed a saltwater tank? Never thought about this. No, because they're different, right? They're different species of bacteria. Saltwater versus marine, or freshwater versus marine.
Yeah, that's different bacteria. I did clarify on that the other night when the discussion came up. It is two different bacterias. Yeah. Ranger Trover's got it right. You can use a calcium reactor instead of a CO2 injector.
Yep.
Just buy big colonies of coral branch. Yeah, if only I had the money to be spending on shit like that. Although I do have a bomb-ass colony of Duncan.
Yeah. I could just send you all the skeletons from all the corals that die at my work. Here's a box of dead corals. Have fun. Oh my god, we just had an
how many times I've gotten damn near pretty much dead corals and I've brought them back to life?
We just had a beautiful splatter elegans that just died overnight. My coworker and I are very upset about it because it was amazing. Huge. It was huge, and it was green, but it had dark red splatters in it. Oh, it was freaking gorgeous. And it just overnight just receded and just melted.
I had a 17-inch across ruby red coral.
Yeah.
Or a plate coral. You know what I'm talking about? It was a ruby red. It was like a fucking $890 piece. It was huge. And overnight, that motherfucker died one night. It was doing good and had it solid and running for a good year and a half. And then it just fucking died overnight. Dead.
Everyone's freaking out saying that they want a box of dead corals. Gromby and Bunny. We have boxes of coral skeletons.
When you see places selling crushed coral, where are they getting the corals from? Usually beaches and actual coral farms and stuff like that. They'll crush it down.
I use a CO2 scrubber to hold my pH stable. Works great. Yep.
Yeah. That's a little different than injecting it into the water column for the system itself.
Right, because it breaks down the skeletal structure. So you don't want that in your main tank because it's going to kill your corals. Where you have it in the contained chamber with that calcium, it breaks down the calcium just in that chamber, not in your whole system.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're talking about the bone structure of a coral, not dead coral itself.
Yeah,
dead corals fucking stink.
Oh my god, that elegance freaking as soon as she pulled it out of the tank, I'm like, get outside. Go outside with that shit. Oh my god. Or go to the back. Go straight to the back. Stop carrying it around. Go. It stank so bad. Yeah, no, I don't mean a box of rotting coral flesh. That would be disgusting.
I wouldn't wish that on it. It's almost like putting a fresh turd in a box and sending it to someone.
That'd be like what are some freshwater plants that really stink when they're rotting? Like bamboo smells like rotting teeth.
Just compost piles in general smell like ass.
Yeah.
Dead mystery snail. Yeah, that definitely smells too.
Yeah. Gotta bleach it. Yep.
Broccoli, yeah.
Yeah. It's horrid. Bad snake eggs.
A dead narite odor will make me projectile vomit.
Oh, these people have never smelled
uh,
not everybody, because there are some salty people in the comments, but dead anemones stink.
No, after it gets fucking shredded in a power head and spewed across your entire fucking tank and sat for 3 days because you had no idea and you went on vacation.
Yep.
Ugh.
Anytime, like, I walked by the tanks, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I saw a piece of dead anemone floating at the top of the tank. It was right when we opened. And I turned to my coworker. I was like, hey, go get the big tube because there's a dead anemone in this tank. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, there's a piece of it right there. So go get the tube and I'm going to start trying to find it. So you're gently lifting rocks so you don't disturb it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you can't pick it up with your hands or else it'll fall apart and then you got chunks of it everywhere. So we just take a big tube and we suction it up and then take that bucket outside to the forest line, and we dump it out in the woods.
Yep. I remember I had a customer, he was in his 80s, but he had a tank that was up and running for over 40 years. It was a 55-gallon tank. It had like the steel, the aluminum frame, I think aluminum or steel. 75 years, and it was just a regular ass like gravel tank. Well, this gravel, it had like 6 inches of gravel in there. And I emptied it because the dude had died and I had to go and tear it down. I emptied it. As soon as that fucking water hit that rock, man, I puked inside that tank. There was
years of detritus.
Come to find out that 6 inches of fucking gravel wasn't really like 6 inches of gravel. It was like 2 inches of gravel and like 4 inches of fucking snail.
Oh.
And it had sat there for a couple weeks before I was able to get to it, or before anybody let me know that I needed to come tear it down. Yeah. It was putrid.
So Gina, that's why
you ever smelled a dead body? That's what it smelled like almost.
Yeah.
It was horrid.
So that's why no one meets at the edge of the forest at first light anymore. Yep. That's where we put all the smelly stuff that you don't want to put in a trash can. Yeah, we had a customer had a 300-gallon tank that leaked, and we did an emergency run. Well, the boss and the other male coworker did an emergency run to their house to get everything out. The rock was so nasty, just years of detritus built up into that rock. It was nasty. There was some zoas that we uncovered that were buried. I don't know how they were still alive, but buried under just a layer of detritus. It was disgusting.
Oh man, I'd give anybody $50 to not puke smelling that fucking tank.
Saltwater stuff can get pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
Like dead body is a good... I've never smelled a dead body, but I would imagine that's what it smells like.
A little different, but I went on a lot of ride-alongs with my parents. They're both paramedics. And we got some nasty stuff. But that was the closest thing I've ever smelt that actually smelled like a rotting corpse. That 40-year-old tank thing was disgusting. Props for keeping everything alive in there for so long until he died.
Yeah.
But god damn. I need some hoe to clean my skimmers.
Yeah.
Oh,
skimmers. Skimmers can get nasty.
Oh, okay, I take that back. I'm gonna go with I need some hose to clean my skimmers. I like that better.
I actually don't mind cleaning the skimmers. I'm usually the one who cleans up all the nasty stuff because I do also have a strong stomach. But
if you keep up on it, though, it's not that bad.
No, it's not.
I'd empty mine once a week.
Yep.
And then I'll rinse it out real good and let it go. Just the skimmer cup, not the entire skimmer.
Right.
Tell you what, though, those giant protein skimmers you see at zoos and aquariums, those things are. Yeah. They don't clean them. They don't clean them for months at a time. They hold gallons of fluid. So they'll go 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 6 months without cleaning out those fluid traps in the tops of those giant protein skimmers. And guess who has to do that? You take a big old 4-inch fucking hose up there, you shove it down in there, and you suck it all out. Sort of looks with a machine that sort of looks like a fucking porta potty sucker. Sucks all the shit out of a porta potty. It's kind of what it looks like. If they have that kind of equipment there. If not, then you're using a hose, like a garden hose almost, and you're fucking draining it.
Right.
And then you got to get in there and get the rest of it out. The carpet steam cleaner's tank is nasty after a day, I bet. Filter socks or rollers? I like running both. Filter sock, and then you have the rollers running right after that, and they make some nice small ones. And if not a roller, if possible, an algae scrubber of some sort.
I got it. Got the fishfam.link.
Who's hungry? Not me for once. So everybody knows Gina's more than welcome to stay up here as long as she wants. I don't care, but I'm going to be hopping off here in about 10 minutes or so. I am beat. I worked almost 16 hours today, so. I went in super early. Man, it's quiet. Apple pie does sound good.
With ice cream.
No, just fucking apple pie, you crackhead.
You're a crackhead.
No, I just like fucking apple pie by itself because it's great just by itself, you know? It's not too sweet. Mine is full of some white animals. Feather duster. I have to disassemble and clean completely. Dang. What are you doing?
I'm trying to do the fishfam.link thing. What are you doing?
Trying not to fall asleep and keep chat going.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. Either or, Melissa, don't matter to me as long as it's some fucking apple pie.
Cool. All right, I'll mess with this later. Baking brownies. Brownies also sounds good with ice cream. Mine is full of some white animals, feather dusters. Have to disassemble and clean it completely.
Yeah, Dutch has the crumbly topping. The traditional has the layer crust topping. Nice, Bunny.
Still needs ice cream. No, I should probably go to bed too. I can't be, or I should probably get off soon too. I can't be up too late because I plan on being up most of the night tomorrow with Bunny for Bunny's birthday on my channel.
Right on. I'll make sure I'm there. I don't have a whole lot going on tomorrow, thankfully.
So once I get Elk stable to where it doesn't swing so much in a week, I was thinking of trying SPS. Yes! Do it! Just make sure your calcium is where it should be too. You want your
Trade
calcium
pie
to be
for a
above...
cheesecake? I'm down for that, Bunny. I'm totally down.
You want to make sure your calcium is above 400.
Yeah, that's a good number. I grow the apples and milk the cow, too.
There you go. Hi, baby girl.
I managed to add the link. Jennifer Weaver. What's going on, chick? Oh, shit.
Not most of the night, Gina. It will be an all-nighter. I mean, I'm off on Thursday, so that's fine.
Should be a pretty fun one tomorrow.
I'm excited. I had fun making the thumbnail this morning.
Yeah.
Poor Bunny. I sent her like 4 different drafts of it. I'm like, which one do you think? I can't decide. Meant to do it last night, but fell asleep on the couch.
Oh, man.
I want chickens and goats and sheep on my land. Not sure about cows, however. They take up a lot more land. So Nathan's uncle has goats, and the males apparently piss on themselves to like assert dominance or territory or something. They're gross. I need to test calcium. What's a good tester you recommend? I have no problems using the API. Just as long as you make sure you shake the bottles so you don't ruin the whole test bottle before you use it. Aw, as it is already the 10th year today, happy birthday, Bunny. Aw. We still have an hour, but yes.
I mean, I don't. So,
Yep, they'll pee right on their own forehead. Seriously, yeah. The male goats are gross.
It's fucking weird.
Well, goats are amazing creatures, though. Goat milk is delicious. Yeah, but unfortunately, to get goat milk, you need male goats. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm heading off. I appreciate everybody coming. Lurkers, replay watchers, mods. Everyone. You guys rock. I'll see you guys Thursday. If I do a pop-up between now and then, I'll do a pop-up between now and then. It just depends on what I got going. How tired I am, mainly.
I'm probably going to hop off, too. I need to get a couple things done before I go to bed.
I hope everyone learned a little bit of something tonight. A lot of information kind of went around.
Yep. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
You're good. Besides that, I don't have a whole lot much else to say. There's not a whole lot new with me or anything like that. So, anything you want to say?
No, just thanks for hanging out. Sorry, I dropped the ball on some questions. I had a brain fart. It's been a long day. But yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
See ya. Have a good night, guys.